Hey, Warriors Nation! Today we have a hot discussion about the NBA scene and some controversial statements that have stirred up the league in recent days. First of all, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you know what to do. Hit the notification bell and leave a like so you don't miss any updates on the Golden State Warriors. Now, let's dive into the news. Recently, Charles Barkley, former NBA player and TNT commentator, caused a stir by claiming that both the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors are not title contenders this season. This statement came after the Lakers defeated the Warriors, but Barkley didn't give credit to the win, arguing that the Los Angeles team beat a depleted Warriors squad and that this meant nothing in the grand scheme of the season. Watch the game and shut up. I'm not going to react to the Lakers beating a Warriors team full of injuries, Barkley said. The Lakers are not title contenders. You can use social media as much as you want, but they're a mediocre team. These words came shortly before the Lakers made a big trade and brought in Luka Doncic to pair up with LeBron James. The Los Angeles team has since embarked on an impressive winning streak, accumulating 14 wins in 17 games. Meanwhile, the Warriors have shown similar performance, proving they're still in the fight in the Western Conference. The result was a rise in the standings. The Lakers moved up to second place, while the Warriors secured the sixth spot, solidifying their place in the playoff race. In the latest edition of Inside the NBA, Barkley reiterated his opinion that the Lakers and Warriors are not on the same level as the true title contenders. He compared the recent strong form of both teams to the consistent performance of teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have been playing at a high level all season long. Congrats to the Lakers and Warriors for the great 2 weeks, Barkley said. But I really need to give credit to the Cleveland Cavaliers and Oklahoma City Thunder, who have been playing like that for 6 months. It feels like the NBA season started 2 weeks ago, but it actually started in October. But the controversy didn't stop there. The former player took the opportunity to criticize Kendrick Perkins, the former center and current ESPN commentator. Perkins recently stated that the Lakers were saving the NBA, which annoyed Barkley, who responded without directly naming anyone, but made it clear who his criticism was directed at. I saw an idiot saying the Lakers saved the NBA season, but he's an idiot and he knows he is, Barkley said. But that's because those idiots with whom we're going to work next season just talk about this. It's worth noting that this is the final season in which TNT will broadcast NBA games in the U.S., and starting next season, Barkley and the rest of the Inside the NBA team will be working for ESPN. Barkley's comment didn't go unnoticed, and Perkins responded in a not-so-friendly manner. In a threatening tone, the former center made it clear that he plans to meet Barkley soon and hopes he keeps the same energy face-to-face. It's good to warn Mr. Charles Barkley that I'll be around. So when he finds the idiot, he better keep the same energy, Perkins said. Stephen A. Smith, one of the top sports commentators in the U.S., also joined the discussion, stating that when Barkley moves to ESPN, some people will already be waiting to confront him in person. While the war of words continues off the court, on the court, the Warriors have shown strength and resilience. Last Thursday, the team faced the Brooklyn Nets and had a disastrous start, being down by 22 points in the first quarter. However, the team made a spectacular comeback and secured a hard-fought victory, 121-119, adding their 8th win in the last 9 games. The Lakers, on the other hand, also faced struggles against the New York Knicks. Despite Luka Doncic and LeBron James having great performances, the Los Angeles team trailed on the scoreboard for most of the game. However, their defense tightened at the right moment, the three-pointers started to fall, and the team managed to make a comeback in overtime, winning 113-109. This result secured the Lakers' 8th consecutive win, solidifying their position as one of the hottest teams in the league at the moment. But the big question is, does Barkley have a point in dismissing the Lakers and Warriors from the title race? Recent NBA history has shown that teams who peak at the right time can surprise in the playoffs. If the Warriors continue to show the resilience they demonstrated against the Nets and can maintain that consistency, the team could become one of the most dangerous opponents in the Western Conference. The Warriors, with their combination of stars like Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, have proven to be a constant threat, even during tough times. The resilience the team showed against the Brooklyn Nets was one of the best wins of the season, not only because it was an epic comeback, but also because of the way the team stayed united, overcoming challenges and adjustments throughout the game. This is something that has always made the difference in the Warriors' successful campaigns in recent years. The team seems to be gaining momentum, and with the return of some key players, it has the potential to become even more dangerous. However, it's undeniable that the Warriors face internal challenges, such as the absence of important players and the loss of some crucial games against teams at the top of the standings. But if there's one thing Steve Kerr knows how to do, it's adjust his team for the right moment. Kerr's playoff experience and his ability to get the best out of his players are key ingredients for keeping the team's hopes alive until the end of the season. Now, talking about the Lakers, we can't ignore the impact Luka Doncic's arrival has had on the team. The trade brought more depth, skill, and youth to the team, which, when combined with veteran LeBron James, creates a force to be reckoned with. However, despite the individual brilliance of the players, the big challenge for Los Angeles will be consistency and chemistry between their new members. The team has shown flashes of great basketball, but will they be able to sustain it in the playoffs, where the pressure is even higher? Additionally, it's worth noting the impact of the LeBron effect on the Lakers. LeBron James's presence transforms any team into a title contender. His winning mentality and experience on the big stage make him a powerful weapon. With Doncic by his side, the Lakers gain a new offensive dynamic, which could be crucial in tight games, where playmaking ability is decisive. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, with the consistency that Barkley mentioned, are in an enviable position. Both teams have shown a collective and efficient playing style that has made them pleasant surprises this season. The Cavaliers, with a young and talented team, have stood out for their solid defense and the development of their key players, such as Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. The Oklahoma City Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, have shown that, despite not being one of the favorites for the title, they have the potential to cause problems in the playoffs. The comparison made by Barkley between the Lakers, Warriors, and these teams is not without reason. It's clear that the NBA championship is not decided by just 2 weeks of good basketball. Consistency throughout the regular season is crucial. However, it's impossible to ignore the recent history of the NBA, where teams that caught fire at the right moment, like the Warriors in 2015 and 2017, were able to surprise much better positioned opponents. And here comes the big question: how far can the Lakers and Warriors go? Both teams have issues to resolve, but they have players capable of changing the course of any playoff series. The real question is, do these teams, especially the Warriors, have what it takes to be champions again, or will they succumb to more balanced and consistent teams throughout the season? Now, thinking a little further ahead, if the Warriors continue to assert themselves with their collective strength and the experience of Curry, Green, and company, the battle for the title is still far from being decided. The team has the winning mentality and knows what it takes to win in the most decisive moments. With an increasingly solid defense and an offense led by Curry, the team has the necessary tools to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. On the other hand, the Lakers have LeBron, who always reinvents himself and knows how to raise his level of play in pressure moments. The arrival of Doncic might be the missing piece to give the team an even bigger boost, but the interactions between their players, defense, and bench rotation are still factors to be closely watched. Now, looking at the overall context of the Western Conference, the battle for the title is far from being decided. Teams like the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, and even the surprising Minnesota Timberwolves are playing very solid basketball, and the competition is tighter than ever. However, one thing is certain: the Warriors and the Lakers have the potential to shine in the most important moments if they can resolve their internal challenges and stay healthy. The Warriors, with their unique style of play based on constant movement and long-range shooting, are always a threat. The big question for the team is, as mentioned, consistency. The Warriors have the ability to create a game dynamic that destroys the opposing defense in a matter of minutes, but they are also prone to offensive lulls and defensive mistakes that can cost them crucial victories. However, if the team can align all of its talents, especially with the entry of young players like Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga, the team gains depth and could surprise. On the other hand, the Lakers face an even more complex challenge ahead. Despite the addition of Luka Doncic, the chemistry between the players is not instant. Even LeBron, with all his experience, needs to ensure that the power transition to Doncic is smooth and that the team can work cohesively, especially during moments when LeBron needs to rest or be absent due to injury concerns. The Los Angeles team has one of the biggest stars in the NBA, and the addition of Doncic brings great offensive potential. But will the defense and the depth of the roster be enough to go far in the postseason? And what about the impact of injuries? This is a question that no team can ignore. The Warriors have a recent history of injuries that have affected their performance, and a season without setbacks would be a huge relief for the team. Curry, Green, and Thompson have been pillars of the team, but their bodies are also under constant pressure. Injuries can be unpredictable, and if the team cannot rely on its key players, the Warriors could easily be left behind, especially in such a competitive Western Conference. The Lakers are also not immune to these risks. LeBron James has had some injuries in recent years, and the need to maintain his physical condition is a constant concern. The impact of his absence would be immense, as it would not only lose the LeBron factor on the court, but also the leadership he provides to his teammates. Doncic and the rest of the team would then need to take on the responsibility, which could be an unexpected challenge given the little time of adaptation between the new teammates. Furthermore, one area that is often overlooked but could be decisive in the playoffs is the bench. The player rotation that Steve Kerr can offer the Warriors has shown good signs, with contributions from players like Jordan Poole and veteran Andre Iguodala. These players have the ability to make a difference in the game when the main star is not on the court. The importance of the bench in team play cannot be underestimated, especially in the playoffs, where physical wear and injuries begin to take a toll. In the Lakers, the bench will also be a determining factor. Players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura could be crucial to the team's success, bringing energy and quality minutes when the key players are on the bench or fatigued. The challenge will be to find the right balance between the performance of the starting lineup and the depth of the roster, ensuring that the team remains competitive throughout the entire playoff series without falling into production drops in critical moments. When we talk about the playoffs, we also cannot fail to mention the pressure of being one of the most watched teams. The Lakers carry the weight of history and the constant presence in the headlines, which increases expectations. For the Warriors, the pressure is slightly different, as, with the pursuit of another title, they have to deal with the burden of maintaining their winning identity, while also dealing with the internal challenges of injuries and the development of their younger players. This extra weight could affect both preparation and performance in the most critical moments of the postseason. As we approach the final stretch of the regular season and the playoffs begin to take shape, one thing is clear. Both the Warriors and the Lakers are teams capable of going far, but the success of both will depend on several factors, such as the continuation of good performance, the health of the players, and the adaptation of the new pieces into the system. The competition is fierce, and other teams may take advantage of any slip-ups from these giants. However, the experience and winning mentality of these franchises should never be overlooked. The NBA landscape is constantly evolving, and one of the moves that has generated a lot of speculation is the potential arrival of Sotto to the Golden State Warriors for the 2025 season. This rumor has been gaining momentum recently, with reports indicating that the team is in discreet negotiations to secure the signing of the Filipino center, who has been making a name for himself in international leagues. If this transaction goes through, it would not only change the game on the court, but also have a massive impact off the court, especially within the Filipino community, which already feels represented by Sotto in many parts of the world. Standing at 2.18 meters tall, Sotto stands out as an imposing presence on the court, but his influence goes beyond his height. He is a complete athlete whose skills make him one of the most exciting prospects in the NBA. His combination of height, wingspan, and technical abilities is rare. As a defender, Sotto is an effective shot blocker, using his excellent reaction time and long wingspan to protect the rim. But it's not just his defense that catches attention. His offensive ability, especially his mid-range shooting, sets him apart from many other centers in the league. His versatility on offense makes him a key asset for teams that prioritize modern basketball, which demands diverse skills from its players. Kai Sotto's development didn't happen overnight. Born in the Philippines, a country where basketball is almost a religion, he quickly drew attention due to his natural talent and, most importantly, his dedication. His journey as a player began early, but to reach an international level, he had to venture outside his homeland. This led him to play in the National Basketball League, NBL, in Australia, where he faced a much higher level of competition. His ability to stand out in such a competitive setting solidified him as a cornerstone player for his teams, both offensively and defensively. Kai not only proved his worth but also became an icon of Filipino basketball, showcasing the potential of the nation on the global stage. Kai Sotto's journey continued when he moved to the B-League in Japan. There, he had the chance to further develop, facing top-tier opponents while taking the name of the Philippines to new heights. His adaptation to international basketball was remarkable, and his skills as a defender and his ability to represent Filipino culture made him one of the most admired players in the league. Now, with the possibility of joining the NBA, Sotto feels ready to take on the greatest challenge of his career so far, and the team that might help him in this process is the Golden State Warriors, a franchise known for its fast and dynamic style of play. But beyond being an innovative team, the Warriors also have a clear need in their roster: the lack of a dominant presence in the paint. This has been a deficiency that, while the team has overcome it in many seasons with its fast-paced play and three-point shooting, remains an area that could be strengthened. And this is exactly where Kai Sotto fits in. If signed, Kai's impact on the Warriors would be immediate. His ability to grab rebounds, both defensively and offensively, would provide a significant advantage to the team, especially during fast breaks, which are a hallmark of the Warriors' playing style. Additionally, his ability to protect the rim would be a valuable addition to the team's defense. In moments when the team needs a strong presence in the paint, Sotto could be the player capable of making a difference. The Warriors' offense would also benefit from his presence. His ability to shoot mid-range would open up more space for perimeter players, allowing the Golden State team to further explore its fast-paced plays and three-point shooting. Sotto's offensive flexibility is something the Warriors need to continue innovating and remain one of the top forces in the NBA. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Hit the bell to get the latest news firsthand. Thank you for watching and see you next time.